This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So guys, with this particular video, I'm going to start only and only Python series. Just like we did for Java, we created around 25-30 videos on Java. So this particular series, it's only and only for Python. And later on, if you really want to, learn Python with Selenium, you can do that, or for any purpose, if you really want to use Python, you can learn it for them. So this particular series is for those guys who really want to learn Python, and they want to use Python with automation, with Selenium, or maybe some other development point of view. You guys can use that. It's not only for automation, it's applicable for other areas as well. So in this particular series, we will cover most of the topics, most of the concepts of Python. Okay. So in the first video, guys, I've already told you that, okay, how to download PyCharm and how to download Python and everything. It's very easy. If you are not aware about it, if you're watching this particular video first time, please watch that video. I have already provided the link in the description. In the description section, the link is available. You just click on that link and check 10 to 15 minutes of video. It's very easy to download Python, and we are using PyCharm for writing the Python code. So now today we will see the first program in Python, that what exactly, okay, how exactly it works. So Python is, as we know that, okay, it's object-oriented programming. Okay, it's a very high-level language, just like Java, but there are a lot of differences are there. So as I told you earlier that, okay, there earlier Python 2 was there, now there is Python 3 is available. So in this particular series, we will be concentrating on Python 3 actually. Right, and it's open source, freely available, so you can use. And there are a lot of other external libraries. A lot of applications are built upon on Python, like machine learning is, artificial intelligence is there, data analytics is there, and in APM and automation and Selenium. Okay, with the for these automation tools also you can use Python. Python is no doubt it's a very simplest language. Okay, I would say it's very easy syntax, easy to learn. But the problem here is that if you are from Java background, then it's a little difficult, okay, to adopt Python. So, but we will try to cover most of the concepts in Python, and let's see. So what we have to do, guys, that I'll open my PyCharm, and simple, this is the editor that we are using to write the script. And you will see that, okay, PyCharm is getting initialized or getting launched, and then my existing project is getting opened over here, right? So I'll do one thing, that it give you some tips, so I don't want any tip of the day. Simple, close it. Let me close all these files, and we will do one thing, that we will create a new project, right? So I'll go to my file, and then I'll create a new project. Let's see, click on new project, and new project, we will see that, okay, simple Python sessions, right? And Python 3 sessions, better we write like this, and click on create. So before click on create, I'll do one thing, that, okay, let's do one more thing, that let's create one more. Okay, once again, I just cancel that project because we forgot to select one option. Let's see, Python 3 sessions. Click on this project interpreter and make sure that, okay, I just want to tell you that, okay, new environment you are using virtual environment, and select the base interpreter is Python 3.7, that interpreter you are using. If you want to use Python 2.7, you can use the latest 2.x also, but we are using 3.x, right? So 3.7 we will be using, and then click on create, and then open a new window or open in current window. Let's see, open in current window. Let's do it, and you will see that, okay, a new project got created, Python 3 session, and you can see that external library having with Python 3.7 is available now. Now what I'll do, that in this particular Python 3 sessions project, I'll create a new directory. Let's see, my directory name is let's see, Python practice. Okay, let's make it camel letters. Let's see, P capital, and Python practice P capital, like this, and click on OK. In this particular Python practice, guys, first I'll do that, right click on it. If you really want to create a Python file, you can create a Python file. right? So Python file will be created and you can give any Python name. So let's see guys, today we are going to cover simple, okay, basic things in Python and data types also. So my first program is data types, okay, .py. So if you don't write .py, that is also fine, but it's a good practice that, okay, if you really want to use, okay, .py, if you want to write, you can write it .py. Py means Python file, just like .java or .exe, we have .py for Python files. Then click on OK. Here you can see that, okay, you can write to your script and okay, you can do whatever you want to execute from here, you can do that. Now guys, there are two types of console will be there. One is Python console, that is called shell Python. Okay, shell Python console is there. Second thing is your terminal. Terminal means that whatever, just like console output, or you can execute your commands over here, okay, from here as well. So we will talk about what is terminal and what is Python console and how to do that. So let's talk about Python console. So there are two ways. Either you can directly use this Python console in your in PyCharm and you can execute your script directly from here. Let's see, I'll write simple print statement. I'll write print, let's see, 10. Okay, something like this. And then the moment you press enter, you can see that, okay, 10 is getting printed. If you write 1 plus 1, you can see 2 is coming like this, right? If you, let's say you're writing a is equal to 10, and then you are writing print a, so it's printing 10. So this is called Python shell terminal. You can directly execute your code from here and you can write your program over here as well. So let's see, I'm writing simple a is equal to 10, and then in the next line I'm writing print a, okay, like this. And then if you run it, right click on it, simple run data types, and then you will see one run terminal will be opened, okay, and then you can see 10 is getting printed on the console. Let's say you're writing a plus 10 now, right? So if you run it, simple right click on it and go to run data types, you will see 20 is getting printed on the console. Okay, so I'll do one thing, let me increase the font size, I think, just a minute.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so I'll do one thing, I'll increase the font size. So we will go to PyCharm and preferences, and we will go to this editor font, and let's see, instead of 15, I'll make it around 17. Click on apply and click on OK. So now I think this is better. Okay, so guys, this is a basic code. Let's see, simple, I have written like this, and then if you try to execute from here, you will see that, okay, run data types, 20 is getting printed on the console, right? So what happens guys, that how exactly Python works. First, you need to understand the very basic thing about Python, that how exactly it works. What is Python compiler? What is Python interpreter? How exactly the source code will be compiled into bytecode, and then bytecode to we have, just like we have Java virtual machine, we have Python virtual machine as well. So how exactly it works? So guys, first of all, if you really want to execute this data types.py, this particular class, or this particular, not class, this particular file actually, right click on it and simple run data types. There is another way that you can go to your terminal. Okay, go to your terminal. It shows that, okay, this is your project directory. And in this particular project directory, see, let's see, if you try to execute this particular Python file, so simple write Python data. See, the moment you press tab, it is not giving any option. So if you write, let's see, data types dot py, it is saying that, okay, file not found, or can't open this particular file. Why? Because right now you are in this particular project directory, but under that project directory we have created Python practice also. So I'll go to that directory. So simple, what exactly I'll do, cd command I'll be using, then I'll check Python practice. Okay, and now if you check with ls, or if you're using Windows, just write dir, and you will see that, okay, right now in this particular directory, okay, we have one file data types.py. Now my current directory is Python practice. If you see pwd command, you will see this is my current directory. This is Python 3 sessions is my project name, and Python practice is my folder. And now you have to execute that command, that simple write Python data types.py and then enter. So you will see 20 got printed on the console. Now, if you see that, I'll go to the physical directory, the physical location, okay, where exactly in this particular file is available, or this particular project or directory is available in my machine. So I'll go to this, let's see, Python 3 sessions, right click on it and simple reveal in Finder, or you can go to copy path and then you can go to C drive or D drive, whatever it is available. So I'll let's see reveal in Finder. I'll see that, okay, it's somewhere available over here in my documents. So if you go to my documents, and in documents I have this Python workspace is there, and then in Python workspace, okay, some files are available over there. So I'll show you, or let's see, we will directly go from here. So again, I'll simple right click on it and go to reveal in Finder. So you will see that, okay, yes, it's available. Python 3 sessions project is available over here. You just open it. You will go to Python practice folder. In Python practice folder, my file is available. Data types.py file is available. If you right click and if you open with Notepad or any particular editor, let's say text edit, you will see that a equal to 10, print a plus 10. This sample code is written over here, right? So if you see that, guys, just like Java, we have Java compiler. Same thing, we have Python compiler also. So what exactly Python compiler does? Python compiler, whatever the source code is available. Now see, guys, this is very important to understand. It's very famous for interview for Python programming point of view. So let's see, this is my code. This is called source code. So this is called source code, which is written in Python, right? Python source code, right? And this particular Python source code, what exactly we will convert that into bytecode. Okay, so this is called bytecode. How exactly we will convert into bytecode? So this is okay, let's see, my file name is whatever, test.py file is there, right? We will convert into test.pyc. pyc means this is my bytecode is available, that is test Python compiler, right? So what exactly in between, this compiler will convert this source code into bytecode, right? So this is happening through compiler. So one entity is available over here. This guy is called compiler, will do this thing. So we have Python compiler. Okay, guys. So this compiler, what exactly it will do? It will convert your source code .py to .pyc. But this .pyc file by default will not be visible to you guys. See, if you see any Java program, immediately the moment we execute any Java program, we will see that, okay, Java classes also will be created, that let's see test.java, test.class also will be there. But here we don't have any .pyc file, right? If you go to the previous directory also, we don't have any .pyc file over here, right? We have only data types.py file, right? So how to execute that, how to convert that pyc? So internally test.pyc file is getting compiled, but what exactly Python guys they have done, it is not visible to the user, right? It is actually the compilation is hidden from the user. So Python says that, okay, no need to compile. You don't need to compile. We will do it internally. So you explicitly don't need to compile, right? So, but if you really want to compile your code and you want to see that how exactly .pyc file is getting generated and what is the bytecode, then you have to use one module that is called compiler module. That is called py underscore compile module is there. So what you have to do, you have to go to your script. Let's see, I want to generate data types.pyc file, compiler file also. So what I'll do, I'll go to the terminal. Okay, I'll go to terminal, and what I'll do, that simple, I'll write one command, python -m py underscore compile. Okay guys, py underscore compile is the module. -m means module. Which module? Py underscore compile. Please, this, it means we are executing this particular file with Python compiler. And what is the file name? My file name is datatypes.py. So the moment you run it, you will see that, okay, this particular file got compiled. Then again I'll check. Okay, I'll go to my Python practice, and you will see that okay, py cache got created, one folder got created. You open this and you will see that okay, this is .pyc file, right? So data types, some C Python is there, compiler Python is there, and dot 3.7 is a version number, and .pyc got created. So this is explicitly, if you really want to generate this pyc file, you can generate, right? So this is called bytecode. So if you see this particular bytecode, this is a machine code. Some garbage value will be displayed. Okay, will be visible. Let's see. I'll open in some text field or something. Let's see. I'll go to my text edit, and you will see that okay, some value written like this. Okay, so you cannot understand this particular language because this particular code. This is called bytecode. So bytecode is called machine code also. So this is machine code. Now interpreter, what exactly it will do? Now interpreter is there. Interpreter will convert this bytecode with the help of Python virtual machine, that is called interpreter, and then it will do the execution on this particular .pyc file, right? So one entity is there that is called Python virtual machine, PVM. PVM, what exactly it will do, guys? PVM will read this particular bytecode, and that is called interpreter. Interpreter will read this particular bytecode, and then it will execute your program, right? So Python interpreter, sometimes there are two purposes. Python interpreter directly read this particular file, .pyc file. That is the first thing. Second thing is directly it can read this particular .py file also. Okay, both the things. PVM means this interpreter can do that. So interpreter can do this particular pyc file, or it can directly execute your source code as well. So there are two purposes, guys. Remember always that bytecode will be generated only when Python script is imported as module. It means bytecode, this particular bytecode will be generated if you are using py module. Okay, py underscore compiler module if you are using, then only bytecode will be generated. If you don't want to use the bytecode, PVM will directly execute your source code, right? So always remember this concept. Now, second thing is that what is the advantage of creating this .pyc? The advantage is that it will increase. That's why Python is very faster than as compared to other languages like Java and .NET. Once this .pyc got created, automatically in the next time execution, it will not read this particular source code. You can use this particular bytecode every time. So that's why it is automatically the speed up. It will increase the performance and then performance of the compilation. And obviously there are no doubts, there are other reasons as well. Okay, so that's why .pyc, okay, the same pyc file will be used for the execution purpose. So that's why it will be faster than as compared to other languages, right? So guys, if you don't use .pyc, that's fine. PVM will directly read this particular source code and then execution will happen. Okay, but if you really want to generate .pyc, which modular you have to use? py underscore compile. That module you have to use, and this is the command that I've already told you. This is the command that Python minus, okay, I'll write it for you guys. Python minus m py. So this is the command, guys, you have to use to generate pyc file. Okay, Python minus n py underscore compile and data types .py, whatever the file name that you want to compile. Compiler will convert into .pyc, and then what you have to do, then how will you execute this code? So simple, you will write Python, and this is the compiler now, data types.py. Simple, run 20 is getting printed on the console, right? Okay, very simple. So this is the concept of compiler and the interpreter. Okay, now the second thing, guys, that you have to remember whenever you are writing, okay, so this is a concept of compiler and interpreter that we have seen. Okay, interpreter, this is the first thing. Second thing, guys, today we will discuss about, that is called, okay, indentation, alignment and indentation of your program. Because in Java you can write like this also. You can write, if you open your Eclipse, right, if you write any Java program, let's see, if you check this homepage.java or whatever, you can write okay, without any indentation also. If you write, let's see, this is my method name, you can write like this also. Wait, you can write like this, you can write like this, or if you want to put any if else condition, you can write like this also. So under this particular if, same alignment is there. So this is called, if you press tab, so this is if is getting started over here at line number 47. At line number 48 we are giving some one tab space, and then return statement we are writing, right? Or you can write like this also. Inside the else you can write, okay, you can write like this, or whatever you want to print system.out.println, let's see, hello you want to write, and you can write in the same line also. The entire code you can write in the same line. So Java does not follow the concept of indentation, but in Python it's very important, guys. So indentation is like really indentation actually that we have to use. So whenever we have to write the code, there are number of blocks are available, right? So let's see, this is my block number 1. Let's see, in the form of block means it can be any block, any programming code. It can be a function, it can be if else condition, it can be a for loop or whatever. Let's see, this is my block number 1. Right now you have to understand this, guys. Block 1 is there. This block is having some sub block that is called block number 2. So let's see, this is starting from here. So we will press one tab and then we will write it like this. Otherwise it will not be executed, it will give you error. So I'll show you how exactly you have to write the code. So block 2 is there, right? And let's see, we have one more block. So under that particular block 2 we have one more block. Let's see, block 3. So we will press one more tab, and now we are writing, let's see, block 3 over here, right? So I have written block 3 as well. Now block 1, or let's see, block 2 is getting ended over here. Exact same alignment you have to use, guys. So I'll write like this. Let's see, this is the same alignment, okay. Block 2 is getting ended over here. Now the same alignment you have to use from here to here. So this is the end of block 2 continuation. I'll simple write, let's see, this is, okay, block 2, okay, and or you want to write some more thing about block 2 like this. Same thing, let's see, if you want to uh, continue with block 1, or you want to end block 1, so you will have to write like this. This is an alignment and you have to write like this, that this is my block 1, okay, block 1 ended over here. So guys, indentation is very important, okay, in Python. Now alignment of the code is very important, that is called indentation. How will you align? So we have multiple if else conditions, okay, for loops are there, that we will talk about later. But how exactly it works, so I'll show you that. Let's see, I'll go to my, okay, PyCharm. I'll simple write one if condition like this. If, okay, a simple, let's see, greater than 10, okay, if a greater than 10, and then if you directly press enter, the next line we are getting over here, not here. So simple, let's say I'm writing print, inside the print, let's say I'm writing pass, something like this. So let me provide some, just a minute. We will write bracket like this, okay. Let's see, like this. So if a is greater than 10, then print pass. So if you run it, simple right click on it and run as data type, although it's giving an error that, okay, invalid syntax. But we will talk about, I'm not talking about if syntax or else syntax. So but the okay, if you write the indentation like this, let's see, immediately if I'll write print over here, so on line number 5 also it's giving an error. And if you see the error, that indent, okay, expected. So make sure, don't say that, okay, no, there is no syntax error, but still I'm getting this error. Why? Because in Java it is allowed, but over here it is not allowed. So you have to press one tab over here like this. So let's see, I'm writing like this. So after if, there is no brackets, curly braces, you have to provide colon over here. And now if you run it, let's see, simple right click on it and simple run data types, you will see 20 is getting printed over here. Or a is not greater than 10, so it's not coming inside the if condition. So let's see, I'm writing a greater than equal to 10, okay, greater than or equal to 10. Now if you run it, you will see that, okay, pass is getting printed like this. Same thing, let's see, now I want to write else, one else also, and inside else you have to write colon, and then again indentation you have to provide print let's see, I'm writing fail. Okay, so now if you run it, you will see that fine, a is greater than equal to 10, condition is satisfied. It will come inside the if part, it will print pass. So we will talk about if else condition, guys, but while writing the program, you have to take care about whenever you are writing a block, okay, you have to take care about, okay, indentation properly. So this is about indentation. If you want to comment any specific line in Python, you can put hash over here, guys, like this hash, okay, like this. Fine. Same code you can write in your Python console also, guys. You can write, as I told you that, okay, that, let's see, if you want to print any value over here, directly print 1 plus 1, it's printing 2, like this. Okay, but the good practice is that better we create a file and write your code over there. Fine. So let me delete this thing. We don't need this. So this is about indentation. Now let's talk about quickly data types, because the actual topic is data types. So I wanted to cover these basic things that what is compiler, what is interpreter, how exactly we have to write the code and everything. And later on in upcoming chapters also, you will get to know a lot of things about the different conditions, how to write the code syntax wise in Python and everything. We will talk about it. Okay, so data types. So guys, the good thing about over here, let me write some notes. No need to declare any variable. No need to declare any type of the variable. Like just like in Java, we have integer, float, double, long, okay, strings, character, boolean. Okay, no need to declare any type of variable. Very simple. That is the biggest advantage. That's why it's so simple. Simple, you write, let's see, I is equal to, I'm writing 32. Simple. And you print it, simple. Print I inside the bracket. So print, just like system.out.println in Java, we have print I is available to print something on the console. And if you run it, you will see that, okay, 32 is getting printed on the console. Perfect. So the moment you write, so you just need to give the name of the variable I. No need to, okay, no need to write any integer or a string or something like this. No need to do that. Right. Now it can be changed at any time. Let's see. After that, you are writing 32 plus 0.1, and then you're printing I. So now I will be behaving as a floating value, a double value. Earlier I was integer 32. Now it will be 32.1. So it will be executed. It will be used as floating value. So if you run it now, you will see that, okay, earlier it was 32. Now it is 32.1. Next time, I equal to 32. Sorry. Now next time, let's say I want to write I is equal to some string value. So you can write test over here, and now you print, let's see, print I. Okay, now if you run it, you will see that test is getting printed. So I variable we are using for integers. Same thing we are using for floating, for double value, and for string values also we are using the same I. So that is the biggest advantage. But how exactly internally it will work inside the memory? Now this is the thing that you have to understand, guys. Most of the people, they are not aware about in terms of Python concept. So Python, it stores a value on the basis of different object location will be created inside the memory, inside the Python memory. So moment you write I equal to 32, one integer object memory will be created. The moment you write, let's see, I equal to 32, let me write small I, okay, is equal to 32. What will happen? I equal to 32, inside that memory, one I equal to 32 will be created, and the value will be 32 is written over here, right? This is I and this is 32 is written over here, and this is presented by I, right? This is presented by I. The moment you write 32 plus 0.1, so 32.1, another memory allocation, that is called float memory allocation. So this is called integer memory allocation. All the integers will be stored in this particular integer area. Now we will be creating floating area. So the moment you write I is equal to something like this, let's see, I is equal to 32.01, which is equal to 32.1. It will be created over here. Again now, okay, represented by I. Now I is pointing to this guy, not to this guy, because now we have changed the state. So it will be 32.1. So what is the latest value of I now? 32.1. So it will pick the value from floating memory. Okay, this is called integer memory. So the moment you write I equal to 32.1, now I is pointing to this guy, not to this guy, right? And after that, let's see if we are creating, the moment you write I is equal to, in double quotes, test, right? So what will happen the moment you write I equal to test? One more string, a memory allocation will be created where the value is equal to test. So the value will be like this. Test will be created, value will be stored over here, and then now I is pointing to string memory allocation. So that's why the latest value of I will be test now. Okay, so this is the advantage, that you don't need to create any, you don't need to define any type, that is this is string type, or this is integer type, or float type, or boolean type. Automatically Python internally it will take care of it. It can be changed at any point of time during your program, right? So this is the biggest advantage. Now, so this is called memory allocation also, how exactly memory will be allocated. Okay, for integer memory allocated like this. So let's see, all the integers will be stored over here like this. All the integer, this is called integer pool. This is called floating pool. This is called string pool, like this. So all the integers will be created over here. Floating pool will be created over here. All the decimal number, double values, and strings will be created over here like this. Fine. Now let's see, I'll do one thing. I'll write simple I is equal to, or let's see, x is equal to 32. Okay, x is equal to 32. So okay, that's not compulsory. You don't need to write colon over here. Without colon also it will work fine. So let's see, I'm writing x is equal to 32, and in the next line I'll write y is equal to 32, or let's see, y equal to x, not 32, y is equal to x. Now what will happen if you write print x? What is the value of x? X is 32, so 32 will be printed, or let me write some unique value, let's say 50. So y x equal to 50 will be printed on the console. Let's run it again. Fine. What is the value of y? Y equal to x. It means 50 will be given to y. So simple, I'll write print y also. It will be printed on the console. So 50 will be printed 2 times. Fine. So what exactly, the moment you write x equal to 50, so memory allocation x equal to 50 will be created over here. And then what is the value? 50. One object will be created having the value 50 over here. Who is referring? X is referring this guy. And the moment you write x equal to y, after that I'm writing x is equal to y. After the moment I write x equal to y, now the y is also referring to the same location. Okay, y is also pointing to 50. So now there are two reference for the same object. X also pointing to this guy, and y is also pointing to this guy. Right, so that's why we are getting 50 for both the values. So internally it works like this. So how will you prove it? The question here is that how will you prove the moment you write x equal to y is also pointing to the same location where exactly x is pointing to. So to prove this concept, we have one method, guys, that is called identity method is there. Identity function is there. So simple, you write, let's see, id. Okay, one function is there, id, and inside the bracket you just write x, right? And then you just print it. So simple, write print idx. So what exactly id method it will do? So there is a identity id is available. So it will print identity id of x. Okay, it will print identity id of x. So there is a unique number is there where exactly this particular x is available inside the memory. So let's see, some unique number is something like this. Let's see, 101322312, something like this. Like this, it's available on this particular memory area, on this particular memory allocation, right? The memory number like this. So this is called identity id for x. The moment you write x equal to y, or y equal to x, okay, not x equal to y, sorry, we have to write y equal to x Let me correct it. This is not x equal to y. Actually, we are writing y equal to x. So the moment we write y equal to x, y is pointing to 50, and the identity ID of y also same. So x and y is available on the same identity having the same value 50. So if you run it, let's see, for print ID x, if you run, you are getting some identity ID. Can you see that? 445, some random number you are getting, some unique number you are getting. Same thing if you print the identity ID of y like this. Okay, so let's see. You can see that exactly same number, 44264 16752, right? So for x and y, both are having the same identity ID like this. Okay guys, so these are the different data types. The concept is the same data types will be there. Either it is boolean, either it is characters, either it is strings. The concept will remain same. The only difference is that we will be having, okay, you don't need to declare any type of the variable, that is especially it is integer, or we have to write int over here or a string over here like this, right?
This conference will now be recorded.
So now guys, we will see that different types of data types, okay, like some basic data types we will see, and how to declare the variables also. So let's see, I'm writing some data types like minimum underscore balance is equal to 100, and if you print simple write minimum underscore balance like this, and if you print it, you will see 100 is getting printed like this. Okay, so guys, Python what exactly says that, okay, you can declare the variable name. Some rules are there, not rules exactly, some standards are there. So it should be capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, and 0 to 9 also. These characters it can contain a to z, these small a to z, and 0 to 9 numeric characters also you can write like this. And then use, don't Python doesn't support, so there is a war. Okay, some people say that, okay, we should write whenever you declare any particular variable name. Let's see, you are writing some variable name like this, number underscore of underscore months is equal to 12. So we are using the concept of underscore based variable name. Some people, they will write like this, number of months is equal to 12, right? So it's up to you. You want to use this or you want to use this. In Java, most of the time we use this, but Python recommends, okay, you have to use number underscore of underscore months, although both are right. Okay, so you can print both the things like this. Let's see, I'm writing number of months. You can write comma separator also, and then simple write number of months like this also you can write, but inside the bracket. And if you run, you will see 12 and 12 getting printed on the console like this. Okay, so generally we will be using underscore concept, okay, whenever you are, because it's easy to read and it looks like more programmatically correct, so that's why we have to use like this. Now some other things, let's see, I'm writing minimum balance equal to 100, or let's see, total number of miles is equal to, let's see, 100.0 like this. So this is a decimal number I can write. Some name I want to write, let's see, name is equal to Tom, in double quotes we have to write like this. So if you really want to print, you can print together with comma separated like this. And then if you run it, you will see that, okay, 100.0 and Tom is getting printed. So this is what 100 is integer number, integer assignment. This is your floating point, and this is your string. You can write like this. Okay, multiple assignment also, guys, you can provide in Python. Just like we can use a equal to b equal to c is equal to 1. So what is the value of abc? 1. So you can write like this, print a comma b comma c, right? So this is called multiple assignment. So ABC pointing to 1 only. So you can write like this, ABC1. Okay, so like that also you can write like this. Write like this also: a comma b comma c, okay, is equal to the value of a will be 3 comma 4 comma, and the value of c will be, let's say, Naveen. Okay, like that also you can write. And then if you print the value of a comma b comma c, let's see what happens. So if you run it, you will see that, okay, 3 4 Naveen. So it is 1-to-1 assignment: a equal to 3, b equal to 4, c equal to Naveen will be like this. So this is called multiple assignments. Also you can do that. So these are the standard data types: numbers, a string. Later on we will talk about list, a tuple, a dictionary also. Okay, we will talk about these things also. We will talk about. Okay, so I think that's all, guys, for today. Okay, and one thing I want to cover for concatenation also, you can do the similar kind of concatenation. Let's see, I have one string s1 is equal to, simple, I'm writing, let's see, hello world. Okay, hello world I'm writing. And then if you print simple s1, so simple write s1, so hello world will be printed. Okay, hello world will be printed on the console. Fine, hello world is getting printed. Fine. Then if you write, see, some methods are there, very interesting methods are there. If you write, let's see, print and s1, and simply you're writing 0, s1 0. So it will print the first character of the string. Simple, s1 0. So automatically you don't need to write 2-character array or something like this. Automatically inbuilt, okay, functions are available, so you can use directly s1 array 0. It will print. If you run it, it will print h over here. Same thing if you want to print the character string from a specific range, you can print like this also. Print, let's see, for s1 I want to print from 2 to 6. Okay, from 2 to 6. And if you see here, from 2 to 6 we have not comma, sorry, colon we have to use, 2:6. And then if you run it, you will see LLO is available from 2 to 6. Okay, let's say I want to print that from print s1, and then starting from 2, okay, colon at the end of the string. So you will see that, okay, it's printing LLO world. Fine, you can write like this also. Let's say I want to print this particular string 2 times. So simple write. See, these are the some cool stuffs are available actually. You can write s1 multiply by 2. Okay, s1 multiply by 2. So if you can run, you can see hello world is getting printed on the console 2 times. If you write hello world multiply by 3, s1 multiply by 3, you will see 3 times it is getting printed. Same thing you can do concatenation also, the standard concatenation. Simple, we can write like this: s1 plus, let's say I want to concatenate it with uh, hello world Python, something like this. So if you run it, you will see hello world Python getting printed, right? So let's see, I want to concatenate it with, okay, like this, double quotes, one space, and then plus, like this, right? So if you run it, so plus is called concatenation operator. So hello world space Python will be printed like this. Okay. So we will talk about, guys, some other data types also. Like we have some advanced data types. We have tuples are available, list is available, dictionary is available in the upcoming chapters, right? Dictionary is very important, and data type conversions also we will talk about. So some inbuilt functions, arithmetic functions, and all these things are available that we will talk about it. But please practice. It's very, very simple, very straightforward, and very robust, and okay, less amount of code you can write whenever you're working with Python. Right. So that's all for today, guys. I think this is more than enough for first session with Python. And let me know if you have any issues. Let me know if you're not able to download, Python or PyCharm. It's very straightforward. Please practice and remember such kind of concept that I explained you today, that how exactly it is converting from source code to bytecode and .pyc file, and then how exactly Python virtual machine is executing directly your source code or your bytecode. And for this is very famous interview question. They might check your Python knowledge that okay, how will you compile? So we have to use one module that is called py underscore compile module, that you have to use this. And indentation, guys, especially with Python language, you have to always take care about it. That's the most important thing. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. If you really like this video, please like, share, and comment. And please subscribe to the channel. There are a lot of videos are coming. So guys, the concept here is that first we will cover all the Python series, and then we will continue our Selenium sessions with Python later on. Okay, so meanwhile, please learn Python, practice on Python, and I'm pretty much sure that you will rock in Python world now. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye bye.